if I'm going through your courses, like I think I have like a good foundation of like where to start from. Like my foundation for the L's, like the framework's pretty like I know it. So where would you recommend that I start from in terms, or like should I just go back and let's just kind of like do a refresher memory on the foundations, or just kind of like help me navigate through your course?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, if you're feeling like your foundation is solid, man, I get the sense that you've got the familiarity. I mean, we're talking about different types of questions. You're not starting from zero. So, my suggestion would be start with the logic. If you want to work on logical reasoning, start with the
Mhm.
logical reasoning workshops. I've got
Okay.
tons of workshops covering each question type. I have multiple workshops on necessary assumption. I have
Mhm.
workshops on strength and weaken, and you'll see me walking through the review process live in class. So
Okay.
we'll cover necessary assumption. I'll open a Google Doc. We'll walk through what the review process could look like based
Mhm.
on what gives students trouble on the problems that we're covering. So I'm not explaining the problems like the way that a book would. I'm interacting live in class and I'm taking it in the direction that people need.
Mhm.
Then there's also the reading comprehension deep dives, which you expressed that might be useful to you as well. So I have tons of those covering all different passages, and I have one coming up live tonight as well. So
Okay.
attend that if you can, catch the recording if you can't, watch some of the recordings of others to get a sense of how you might simplify or break down the passages like science, for example. I have deep dives on science, and then I'm often rewriting things the way I might recommend reviewing them.
Okay. And then with the in classes courses, are they like more so interactive
Oh,
or
yeah, very.
okay?
Very. So you can interrupt me. You can ask questions. I take requests. So if there's a certain passage you want me to cover in the future, just reach
Mhm.
out. Let me know. I'll add it to the schedule for an upcoming class. And I also have
Okay.
plenty on science. I love covering science because it gives so many people trouble, including myself. So it makes for a more interesting
Mhm.
discussion to be able to try and see how could we simplify this? How could we make it more relatable? I cover the
Okay.
other topic areas too. I have one tonight, for example, on advertising, which I find really interesting, to be honest. But the thing, because it feels more real world relatable to me. So I'm thinking right now, just
Okay.
the Super Bowl last night, all the commercials, right? So that's like a very relatable thing. But the way LSAC writes about it can make it seem boring. So we have to bring in those interesting elements back. And honestly, there are ways to make science interesting too. I mean, Elon Musk, with everything he says about space, like people are excited about that, even though the technicalities of rocket thrusters might seem out of reach. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.